Don't be scared of climbing Kilimanjaro. Erasing all your fears today. This happens all the time. You're thinking about climbing Kilimanjaro. You tell a few coworkers, family members, and friends about your outdoor ambitions. They say they're interested too, so you're thrilled. Before you know it, you have a list of a dozen or more people who want to form a large group to climb Kilimanjaro. It's going to be epic. Then, as the planning progresses, the excitement fades. The numbers begin to dwindle. One by one, people drop out for one reason or another. And when it's time to firm up the dates and put a deposit down, the actual participants are revealed. What was once a hefty group of excited adventurers is now just a fraction of the original size. Why is it that so many people who were initially interested ultimately don't go through with it? In this video, I'll discuss the common fears and objections to climbing Kilimanjaro and how to overcome them. In other words, how to go from maybe and I don't know to yes. I can't afford it. It's a fact that climbing Kilimanjaro isn't cheap. Park fees, government taxes, and staff wages have increased the price of the climb significantly over the past decade. So it's understandable that money could be an obstacle for someone wanting to climb Kilimanjaro. At Ultimate Kilimanjaro, we have always provided high-quality service at a reasonable price. Our company was built on this principle. We believe that doing something extraordinary shouldn't break the bank. As a result, we do everything we can to keep our prices steady while other outfitters have continuously raised theirs. Because we handle over 1,000 clients per year and have been guiding since 2007, we understand how to run a smooth, efficient operation while being scrupulous in minimizing our costs. Budget operators can offer low prices but undeliver even on the most basic of services, including food, tents, and safety. Luxury operators, on the other hand, charge exorbitant fees to offer things you don't need. As a mid-range operator, we're confident that at our price point, no one else provides the level of excellence that we do. Professional and experienced guides, high-quality equipment, delicious and nutritious food, and robust safety measures. Our customers agree, which is why a big part of our business comes from referrals. I'll be too cold. There are people who have an almost irrational fear of the cold. Sure, we know that some people, like me, get cold faster than others in the same weather conditions. But that's absolutely not a reason to skip an awesome trip, especially for something that's an easy fix. From my experience, people who are seemingly incapable of tolerating chilly weather simply don't have the right gear. Proper gear is what allows people to work outdoors in Antarctica and survive on Mount Everest during a blizzard. So, the right gear unquestionably can keep anyone warm on Kilimanjaro. I have personally picked out gear for friends who climbed Kilimanjaro, and even those who claim that they're always cold in everyday life felt comfortable on the mountain. Most people just aren't familiar with the power of technical apparel. Fabrics have come a long way. Advancements in warmth, waterproofness, and weight have made today's gear better than ever before. With the right gear and knowledge of layering, harsh biting winds are easily repelled while precious body heat stays locked in. By following our recommendations on what to wear on Kilimanjaro and what to wear on summit night, you'll be well prepared for what the mountain throws at you. I'm not fit enough. Kilimanjaro is a physical feat, clearly. The biggest doubt people have when climbing Kilimanjaro is whether they have the fitness required to make it to the summit. We regularly state that Kilimanjaro can be climbed successfully by anyone with a reasonable degree of fitness. We stand by that. Training should be a cornerstone of your preparation. We recommend 2 to 3 months of training consisting of outdoor hikes or stair climbing. The more fit you are, the easier it will be. For the most part, the itineraries consist of day hikes with distances of several miles, requiring 4 to 6 hours on the trail, including hourly breaks and lunch stops. By hiking standards, these would be categorized as light or moderate days. Our guides set a slow pace to gradually expose climbers to greater elevations. This process gives your body the best chance of acclimatizing properly, overcoming the diminishing oxygen levels. Similarly, the slow pace gets the body adjusted to hiking itself, so by the time you reach high camp, you'll be ready for the big push to the top. Note that our Kilimanjaro routes have been refined over thousands of climbers with the purpose of maximizing the success rate while maintaining a high standard of safety. We have guided children as young as 7 and senior citizens as old as 89, who by the way is the current record holder for the oldest person to climb Kilimanjaro. We have guided people with physical challenges too, including a war veteran who lost both legs in combat. They all performed very well. Come with a fit body and a positive mind, and let our guides do what they do best, lead you to the summit. It's too dangerous. Climbing Kilimanjaro has its risks. The biggest danger by far is acute mountain sickness, also known as AMS. Altitude affects everyone differently. Some people who seem strong and fit succumb to the illness, while some people who appear slow and fragile march along without issue. There are decisions that are well within your control to lower the incidence of altitude sickness. Things such as showing up in shape, taking a longer route, bringing all the right gear, staying well fed and hydrated, and listening to your guide. However, your response to the reduced oxygen atmosphere is mostly genetic, and the only way to know for sure how you'll react is to put yourself there. Therefore, even if you do all the right things, there's still the possibility you will feel some symptoms of AMS. As long as symptoms are mild, you can continue cautiously. However, if you feel terrible and are getting worse rather than better with time, then you need to descend. Our guides will be watching closely. For nearly everyone, coming off the mountain is all it takes to make a quick and complete recovery. Ultimate Kilimanjaro is well equipped to handle clients who become ill on the mountain. As one of the best guide companies on the mountain, we implement important safeguards to ensure everyone remains healthy. We have medical checks twice daily, which includes taking oxygen saturation and pulse readings. The guides ask questions to evaluate how climbers are feeling and log the data to keep a formal record. This information allows our guides to tend to who may need assistance. In case of emergency, our guides can administer bottled oxygen, which combats AMS at its source. They can organize a rescue using a stretcher, carrying a climber from top to bottom in a matter of hours. Lastly, our guides can call for an injured climber to be evacuated by helicopter. Together, all of these safety precautions and procedures greatly reduce the risks of climbing Kilimanjaro. In short, we have all the tools to keep you safe on the mountain. What about Africa itself? Many people have this misconception that Tanzania is dangerous. It's not. Though it's a third world country, it's very safe and trouble-free, significantly safer than most US cities. Like any other place, there are common pickpockets, thieves, and scam artists running around. Just use common sense and avoid walking around alone in the city at night. The general population is extremely friendly and welcoming of tourists. Plus, our staff will be with you for almost the entire trip. I don't have time. We understand that everyone is busy. With everyone's hectic lives, there seems to never be a perfect time to take a couple of weeks from work, family, relationships, or other responsibilities. If you're looking for a way to refrain from going on a vacation, it's pretty easy to find a reason why the timing is not ideal. But if Kilimanjaro holds your interest, and it probably does if you're watching this, we urge you to commit. Don't keep pushing off the things you want to do because before you know it, you may run out of chances. As the founder of Ultimate Kilimanjaro, I was once an overworked corporate employee who felt like the years simply passed without fanfare. No cherished memories, no thrilling experiences. While I looked like the consummate professional on paper, in reality, my life was empty and mundane. Until one day, I had an epiphany, and I made a commitment to myself that I would travel at least once a year, every year, to a faraway place, to experience what life was like outside my bubble, and do things, adventurous things, that would test my comfort zone. In my second year, 2006, I climbed Kilimanjaro on a solo trip. my life was forever changed. From that day, inspired by the accomplishment and falling in love with the country of Tanzania, I launched Ultimate Kilimanjaro, which has now become one of the largest and most reputable companies on the mountain. Since then, many thousands of people from all over the world in all walks of life have reached Kilimanjaro's summit under the Ultimate Kilimanjaro banner. These same thousands of people once wondered, should I climb Kilimanjaro? I'll end this video with a quote from Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. I'm Kevin with Ultimate Kilimanjaro. Please visit our website for more information. Like and subscribe for more videos, and say yes to climbing Kilimanjaro. I'll see you on the summit.